Hey you! Yeah, you. Are you ever afraid that your favorite centralized exchange is gonna lock you out and prevent you from buying Neo or gas on the Neo 3 blockchain? Are you a Canadian like me who has experienced this exact scenario recently with Binance locking out Canadians, where Binance was my main Neo 3 on and off ramp? Basically, if any of that applies to you, this video will show you exactly why you have no reason to fear and why you can use any of your current fiat on and off ramps to buy Neo 3, no matter what the other centralized exchanges like Binance do. That's right, you can use Coinbase, Kraken, if you're Canadian, ShakePay, basically any app where you can buy BNB or ETH in your local currency, you can use to get yourself some Neo 3. How, you might ask? Well, through the power of bridges. But let me walk you through exactly how this will work. Once again, just to clarify, this is a way for you to buy Neo 3 or Neo 3 gas without having to rely on a centralized exchange listing Neo. You'll be relying on your regular fiat on and off ramp, the use of bridges between networks, as well as a decentralized exchange on the Neo 3 network. Let's get started. First thing you want to do is navigate to your favorite fiat on and off ramp. Today I will be using Coinbase just because it's most familiar with people in North America and around the world. Normally I would probably use ShakePay, to be honest, but that is very Canadian specific and I want this to be as broad as possible. So the first thing you gotta do is buy some ETH or BNB. In this case, Coinbase only lists Ethereum right now, so we're gonna go ahead and buy Ethereum, but keep in mind that BNB will work too. So it's as simple as just buying some ETH. So first I'm going to purchase 50 Canadian dog hairs. And I'm going to finalize my purchase, and there you go, you now have some Ethereum in your wallet. Next step, you're gonna wanna withdraw your Ethereum from your chosen on-ramp to your own personal wallet in metamask. That can be metamask using a ledger or metamask just on their software wallet itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and withdraw to my metamask wallet. So I will go to send and receive. I will select my Ethereum in the send and receive. I will send all. I will add my address, hit continue. This is a self-custody wallet. It is MetaMask. Of course, there will be a network fee involved, so I will receive a little bit less than $50 worth of ETH for me. And all I have to do is hit send now. Of course, go to my authenticator app. And there you go, my ETH has been withdrawn and has been broadcasted to the blockchain. So we just have to wait for that Ethereum to arrive in our MetaMask wallet. And here I am in my MetaMask wallet. As you can see, the Ethereum has arrived. So the next step is to bridge it over to Neo 3. But before we bridge it, we must wrap our Ethereum into wrapped Ethereum. You can use the swap feature here in MetaMask in order to wrap your Ethereum, but I prefer using Uniswap, so I'm gonna head over there and wrap my ETH. So here I am on Uniswap. I'm gonna select Ethereum and choose wrapped Ethereum. Go ahead and hit max. Keep in mind that if you hit max here, it will leave 0.01 ETH in your wallet for transaction fees. Now you're gonna need ETH in your wallet to do this wrapping and to do the bridging transaction onto Neo. So make sure you have ETH in your wallet to do that. So for demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap 0.01 Ethereum. Let's go ahead and wrap that. You will of course have your transaction fee. Go ahead and hit confirm and your Ethereum will be wrapped. Now, if you're not seeing your wrapped Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet, do not panic. All you have to do is hit import tokens, search for wrapped Ethereum, click it and hit next and import. And then your wrapped Ethereum will now show in your assets. Have no fear. So now that we have our wrapped Ethereum, the next step is to bridge it over to Neo. What you're gonna need to do is head to flamingo.finance. When you navigate to Flamingo Finance, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is connect your Neo 3 wallet where you will be receiving your wrapped Ethereum. So I will go ahead and connect my wallet with Neoline. I have successfully connected my wallet with Neoline. The next thing you're going to want to do is navigate to the bottom where it says Asset Actions. Click that and you will see a bunch of options for asset actions. What we are doing today is going to be wrapping and unwrapping. And you'll want to select Wrapped Ethereum. When you select to Wrapped Ethereum, you'll want to connect that MetaMask wallet that holds your Wrapped Ethereum. So I will click this and my MetaMask wallet is now connected. Now, if for some reason you're not seeing your available balance on your MetaMask wallet after connecting, just go ahead and hit back, click back into Wrapped and Unwrapped, and it should show you're available here. So I will click my available 0.01 Wrapped ETH. In return, we will receive 1F Wrapped ETH. In other words, Flamingo Wrapped ETH. That means we are exchanging our Wrapped ETH on Ethereum over to Flamingo Wrapped ETH on the Neo3 network. You just have to go ahead and hit wrap and then agree. Understand that it can potentially cost a lot to wrap and unwrap your ETH once it's over on the Neo blockchain. And you can check out the current gas fees, which I love to check out. This website is awesome if you want to check the current fees of ETH so that you can time your transaction well to do it when the fees are the cheapest. Anyways, you go ahead and hit agree. Your transaction will pop up. Make sure to set a custom spending cap. It's a good idea to not make it unlimited, just in case there's any vulnerabilities, but I'll just do 1 ETH for now as my spending cap. All you have to do is now sign the transaction. Of course, set your transaction fee. Go ahead and hit confirm. And success, the wrap request has been processed. And I will now be wrapping my 0.01 wrapped ETH over to the Neo3 blockchain using Flamingo's Wrap and Unwrap platform. All you have to do is sit here and wait and watch it pend. When it is done, it will be off of pending and it will be available in your Neo wallet. And of course, you can check out the transaction and you can see exactly how much ETH it costed in order to wrap your Ethereum onto the Neo3 blockchain. As you can now see, the Ethereum portion is a success. That is the transaction I just showed, which means now it has to go through the Poly network and then it will go through Neo. And there you go. Now you can see the Poly network transaction has confirmed, and so has the one on the Neo3 blockchain. Also, if it takes a while for all 3 of these transactions to go through, don't panic. It will go through eventually. Sometimes it just takes a bit of time. Anyways, now if we take a look at our wallet here, you can see that the Flamingo Wrapped ETH has now made its way to our Neo wallet and is now on the Neo3 blockchain. Now, what you can do with that Flamingo Wrapped ETH is you can go over to the convert section, go ahead and select your Flamingo Wrapped ETH, and you can now exchange that into bNeo or Neo3 gas with the easiest click of a button. And trust me, once you get to the Neo3 network, it's so much better and so much less fees. But you just wait for the block to confirm, and there you go, that's a success. That means we have successfully purchased Neo on the Neo3 blockchain without Neo3 being on any centralized exchange. All I did was buy Ethereum using my main fiat ramp that I normally use in my country. Then I bridged it over to Neo and then converted that ETH into Neo. Now, if you have a keen eye, you may have noticed that it was a bit expensive to do a transaction like this with the amount of Neo I was sending. I was sending about $50 Canadian, which I think is about $36 US. And the transaction to bridge it over, including all the fees, ended up costing me somewhere between $10 to $15 US. So the method I just showed you, I would only use if you're gonna send a large amount to convert into Neo. So that would be something like a few $100s at least. Ideally like $1,000 or higher, but if you're sending a few $100s, then $10 to $15 in transaction fees isn't bad, but it's a little less reasonable when you're doing something like I showed, which is around like 30 to 50 bucks. Smaller transactions, this doesn't make sense. But, let me tell you a little workaround, a little hack, little cheat. A great community member named Ed showed me, and that's using the Ghostmarket token. Let me show you. This is basically, if you want to send small transactions, this is probably your best bet. The beauty about the Ghostmarket token is that it is available on many blockchains, including a lot of blockchains with low fees, like Avalanche, or Polygon, or Binance Smart Chain. of course, Neo as well. And because it's available on these chains, it is also available on dexes within these chains. So if you head to a site like CoinGecko.com and look up the Ghostmarket token, you can see where it is currently traded on decentralized exchanges. For this example, we're going to be using the Polygon network and quickswap and the GM USDC pair. And a site like CoinGecko, you can link right to the quickswap pair. Like I said, going to use Polygon for this one, but you can use any of these supported networks as long as there's a DEX where you can trade your token into Ghostmarket token. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is head to your favorite on-ramp, as long as it's a fiat on-ramp that allows you to send to one of these networks like Polygon. In my case, in Canada, I'm gonna be using Newton. Newton allows me to buy USDC coin, which, as we saw, is the pair for the Ghostmarket token, and I'll be able to send it to my Polygon wallet. Let me go ahead and trade 25 Canadian dollars into some USDC. Now that my trade was successful, I am going to go ahead and withdraw it. So I'm gonna go ahead and select USDC and the Polygon network, withdraw my funds, and they will shortly arrive on my Polygon wallet. And just a heads up, I actually have my USD coin in this wallet, but it's not showing. If you're getting that in MetaMask, you just have to import the token. Or you can go to security and privacy and auto detect tokens, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and enable that. And then you just have to hit refresh list. And it says one new token has been found. Import all, so it'll automatically import my USDC, and now it's here. So the next step is we're gonna have to trade this USDC into Ghostmarket token. So let's head over to quickswap. We're gonna swap that because we are going from USDC into Ghostmarket. We're gonna connect our wallet. I have now connected my wallet. Make sure you have some Matic in here for the fees of the network. We're gonna convert maximum USDC coin into Ghostmarket coin. As you can see, pretty close exchange rate here. First, we're gonna have to approve it. It's gonna be dirt cheap on Polygon. That's the beauty of Polygon. Also, you have to set a spending cap like we did earlier. I'm just gonna go ahead and set it slightly higher than the amount that I am going to spend on this transaction. Technically, you can do infinite, but it's not safe. I would just do what you need to do right now because it's super dirt cheap to approve caps in the future. Now that we've approved it, we can hit swap, confirm our swap, and go ahead and confirm it on our wallet, and boom, we now have Ghostmarket coin. So let's go over to our wallet here. Let's see if that auto detect feature is gonna work. It's gonna take a second as the swap is pending. The swap has been completed as it shows on the screen here now. I will close that, go back into the wallet. And since Ghostmarket is a pretty small cap coin, it looks like we are going to have to import this one. And the easiest way to get a tokens contract is to use a site like CoinGecko. Go into the contract info here, select the network you're using. I'll select Polygon, and you just click to copy. Then head over to your wallet, go to import tokens, add custom token. You will enter the address. It'll show the correct token icon. Hit add custom token. It will show you that balance we just traded for, and now you can import it. So it won't catch everything, but that's the easiest way to add a token if you're ever curious. CoinGecko, very useful site. I use it all the time, every day. So now that we have our Ghostmarket token, we're gonna head over to the Ghostmarket bridge, which is bridge.ghostmarket.io. We'll select our from blockchain. We're gonna use Polygon, and we're going to the Neo3 blockchain. Now that we've selected the blockchains, we'll go ahead and connect our wallet. We're gonna be using MetaMask because we wanna connect it with our MetaMask first. And also we can go ahead and connect our Neo line as well. Make sure they're both connected. When both wallets are connected, as you can see here, it shows both addresses. We can hit max, which will take the maximum amount of Ghostmarket tokens that we have. I'll go ahead and hit approve. Confirm, again, Matic, super cheap transaction fees, or I should say Polygon. Once that is approved, it is approved. We also have to approve the spending cap for Ghostmarket as well. So like I said, it's not a bad idea just to set a limit that is within reason. And there you go, that one has approved. We can now hit next, and we can confirm that we will be transferring this amount of Ghostmarket tokens from Polygon to Neo3. So we will go ahead and hit confirm. The transaction will pop up here. As you can see, the gas fees are much lower than the Ethereum network and the other method. We'll go ahead and hit confirm, wait for that transaction to process on Polygon. And there you go, we got our first confirmation on the Polygon network, and very similar to the Flamingo method, it's got a process in Polygon, then the Poly network, different from Polygon network, don't get confused, just saying. And then it will show up on the Neo3 network. So we will just wait for that one to happen. And there you have it, the Poly network has confirmed, and so has the Neo3 network, which means we can head over to our wallet, and we'll be able to see that Ghostmarket token is here in our wallet. Now let's head back to Flamingo Finance. We will select our Ghostmarket token, then we will swap it into bNeo, hit confirm, sign the transaction in the Neo3 network, wait for it to confirm, and there you have it. You have now acquired Neo without ever having to buy Neo from a centralized exchange. Now, if we see, we got just a little over 2 bNeo for that. So if we look on CoinGecko right now, 2 Neo or 2 bNeo is equal to 25.4 Canadian dollars. And for me, I exchanged my 25 Canadian dollars into what the time was like around 18 something USDC. Sent it over to the Polygon network, exchanged it for GM token, bridged it to Neo, exchanged the GM token into the Neo token, and now I somehow ended up with more than I started with. So as long as the liquidity is there for the GM token, this is like a super viable method for getting Neo. And I think in total, I spent around $1 in US dollars in transaction fees using Polygon and direct bridge from the Newton app in Canada. So that's like $1 spent to get $25 worth of Neo, compared to the Flamingo method, which is like $10 to $15 US. It's a lot more to go through that method, but if you do that method, then you can use traditional on-ramps with traditional Ethereum network. So, and I want to be clear with something here. This is obviously not the easiest option, and it's never going to be the cheapest option, but that Ghostmarket workaround is kind of sweet. That's a pretty sweet option. Thanks, Edge, for that idea. But besides that, these are not the easiest and cheapest options. Obviously, Neo being on a centralized exchange where you can just buy it directly or directly exchange with like Bitcoin or ETH on a centralized exchange, that's always going to be easier and cheaper. But these two methods of Flamingo or the Ghostmarket token using the bridges gives you a way that if Neo was to just vanish from any centralized exchange one day, you still have the ability to buy Neo and, of course, sell Neo. If you want to bridge back to your fiat ramp, you can obviously go the same way. You can use Flamingo, take your Neo, trade it for wrapped ETH, and then bridge it back over to the ETH network and sell it on your favorite exchange or on off ramp. It's the exact same process the other way, I just did it one way. If you're holding Neo on Binance, or Binance is like your main way to get your Neo, or you had some other method that's gone now, you don't have to worry about selling your Neo because you're afraid that you might not be able to sell it in the future. You always have this option to bridge your Neo over to another network after exchanging it into like ETH or some other token. So there is no concerns. You don't have to sell your Neo just because it's not going to be on a centralized exchange. This is just an alternative, knowing that no matter what, you can still buy and hold and sell if you need to Neo on the Neo3 blockchain without anyone telling you that you can't, thanks to the power of decentralized bridges and decentralized exchanges. If you found this video helpful, make sure to share it with someone that might find this topic interesting. Also, let me know, have you tried these ramps before? Personally, this was my first time. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and what method would you use? The more expensive but more direct method of Flamingo Finance? Or would you use the more indirect method of using the Ghostmarket token as a bridge, which is much cheaper? And if you could, please hit that like button below if you enjoyed this video, and do subscribe if you want more videos from the Neo3 ecosystem. Hit that bell notification so you will be notified more videos on Neo3 are on the way. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Links in the description for that one. I am always bantering and posting and replying about things about the Neo 3 ecosystem, or honestly crypto activities in general. So make sure to follow me on there so you can stay up to date when I post, as well as some of the things going on in the Neo 3 ecosystem or just crypto in general. I'm always commenting on that kind of stuff. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you for watching. Take care now. Bye.